Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage with Paint Girly. I've got quite a few things on my desk, and I was wondering, I think I did, have you ever met Clara? She hangs here in my art space. She's my little art fairy. Isn't she cute? She used to live in Europe, and now she lives with me in New Jersey, and she had a little bit of a rough ride home. She broke her little arm on the ride home. But I love her. I forget where I got her. I think either France or Switzerland. So today I'm going to mess around with some watercolor, and I know these Derwents, they're not watercolor. They're, I think wash, really. But I wanted to use some bright colors. There's Candy. Good morning. How are you? Somewhere here amongst my debris, I have my baby wipes, but I don't see them. I'm so easily distracted. I was looking for them and then forgot I was looking for them. I'm going to just use some paper towel. So I just have some paper towel here. I pulled out a couple of different of my, good morning, Gail, uh, watercolor, my little trays of paint. The gal that inspired me, oh gosh, I have her in my description box. Super Doodle Girl, I think she calls herself on Instagram. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I didn't read anything. I mean, I watched it, but I had the sound down. She probably has liquid watercolors because she's got one of those round ceramic palettes where she could, has all the different colors. And I have those palettes. I don't have liquid watercolor, and I wanted to use some different colors that are in different sets. So I just pulled out a bunch of my stuff. So you'll have to bear with me. We'll see what happens there. I've got a couple different jugs of water. I do have painter's tape. I happen to have it. I think washi tape might work. But I guess you would really want to press your edges down because you don't want any liquid paint or water to seep under. Good morning, Peggy. It's so nice to see all you ladies. Thanks for coming in. So I did something similar several weeks ago, months ago, or whatever. I don't think it was the same girl. Could have been the same girl, where I put my overhead light off, thinking it would be better, where I taped off in my one of my art journals and did some doodling and some painting. So it's the same kind of idea. I'm going to show you her video so you can kind of get the idea, and I'm probably going to look for some ideas as far as doodles as we go along. On this one, I did use some stamps. I'm going to try not to do that today. I'm going to try to just doodle and use watercolor. That's a little harder for me than the idea of it. So I'm going to work on a big sheet of paper, but I just wanted to say you don't have to have a big sheet of paper. You might have a small watercolor journal. This is some watercolor paper that I had cut apart. Gosh, my camera's still going crazy. And made my own little journal. You can see I haven't done anything, haven't put a cover on it. So I just made the signatures, and I think we did a live where I just hooked these all together. But I just, boxed off some squares. You could probably do this on mixed media paper. Say you wanted to make and use when you're finished, use your finished little designs as ATC cards, or maybe inchies or twinchies or something like that. Or you could use them as a card front, I'm thinking. So far, the hardest part for me was blocking this off and trying to get my lines straight. They're probably not perfectly straight, but they're going to be straight enough for me. Let me see if I can get my water jug. Rearranging some stuff here out of the way. So there's a few of us. Oh, Kel's here. Hi, Kel. Good morning. Good morning. So my paper is 15 by 11, I think. Yes, 15 by 11. So I may end up cutting this up and using them as ATCs. I haven't decided. If you wanted to use them for a card front, you do make your boxes bigger and then you could cut them down. The idea, of course, of the tape is to just have them, look nice. And then you've got nice edges. You could trim them out, whatever. I'll show you her video. All right, so this is on Instagram. I'm assuming I can replay that. I can play this. I just don't know. And you know what? I didn't really look. All right, so I'm going to say, got a paintbrush right in my face. Evening, friends. Let's do an. Okay, so I'm turning the sound off, but you can see she squared off her paper. She just looked like a Sharpie marker, made some squiggle lines, and now she's just blocking in some different colors that she wants to use. And of course, you can see this is sped up. And then she goes in with a variety of tools and makes her marks or her doodles. She's coloring in spaces, she's making circles and lines, flowers, all different thicknesses. It looks like that's a water brush there, the kind that holds the water. This is where I struggle, doodling and making the different shapes. So, and then she removes her tape, and then you've got these cool blocks, right? Looks fun. So, I mean, you could do this on a journal cover, an art journal cover. You could cut them down. You can use them for all different kinds of things, right? It just looked fun to me, so I thought I wanted to try it. This is a little larger scale than what I did last time, but I'm hoping to use some brighter colors. It looks like I'm crooked. Maybe my camera's crooked. So I decided to go with 6. I didn't really measure this part out. I'll worry about that later. I hate to measure. So I did measure a little bit and tried to line up my tape and get it down. Now, I want to hopefully will remember when I go to take the tape up to maybe use a little heat, because sometimes this will pull your paper. Now, if you don't have painter's tape, like I said, I think you probably could do it with washi, but you want to really have your edges stuck down well so nothing seeps in, under the tape is what I'm thinking. So the first thing she did was take a marker. I'm assuming like a Sharpie, just a regular fat Sharpie marker, not a pen, a marker. And she just did little doodly wiggles. This is intimidating for me. I struggle. I used to think I could doodle, and then I saw some of these other people on YouTube doodling, and yeah, me not so much. I'm very narrow-minded with the doodling, so I need help. But I'm going to start with just making, like she did, just those big loopy marks. Now, if it goes on my washi tape, that's fine, because I'm going to pull that off, right? So as you're coming in, I'll try not to miss you and say good morning for sure. But if you've got something that you need to ask me, please put it in caps. I've got several mods here this morning. They can help you with anything. So come in, get settled. If you're playing along, I would love to know that. Just because it's fun for us that stream. I don't know, just I guess maybe it's a little bit of an ego thing, but we don't want to waste your time. We want to encourage and inspire. So that's what I hope we do today. And whether we, I get inspired by other people like this super doodle girl. Whew, she's really good. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is permanent marker, so I'm using this because then when I go over it with my watercolor, it shouldn't bleed, right, if it's dry. So I'm just going to jump in and go like that. She just made different big loopy kind of things, which I kind of liked. Oh, that looks like a letter L. Ah, letter E. Now, of course, that doesn't take long to dry, right? So I just pulled out a few things like my watercolor brush. I've got that kind, typical brush. Then there's these that hold the water, and you can put them in the different colors. I got out a couple of dot tools just because I like dots, but I usually use those with acrylic paint. I had purchased a set of these Sharpie markers. These are paint markers, I believe. Creative marker doesn't say on here. I can't find a couple of them, so I found the yellow, the green, and the purple. I think I have a red and a blue, but they're nice deep colors. Yeah. So, and then I pulled out a couple of these white paint markers. They don't work so swell either, but we'll see. I kind of think maybe with a bright color, some white might be nice. I pulled out a black Posca pen. And what else do I have? I think that's about it. I might have to put some acrylic paint on. I don't know. I just don't know. So now she just started blocking in color. Now I didn't pick out a real big brush, you can see here. Now I thought I wanted to use mostly like primary type colors. This is a set I put together myself. These, I think I purchased these marked down somewhere. These are Paul Rubens, but they're neon colors, which, I guess not everybody wants to use neon colors, so whoever was selling them marked them down. These were in tubes, and I put them in the little pans. But see, I like those bright oranges and that bright yellow. So I pulled that out. This is a Jane Davenport set, of course. I don't remember what name. I wish Jane would put the name of it on the bottom there. So people like me who like to take everything apart could remember what set this is. But I like that blue. So I pulled this one out. Then I brought my Derwents out just because I like some of these colors. Like my favorite is my Kurtaki set. So I have the Neo Art Nouveau one, but they're real, yeah, she did use a large flat. You are correct. Um, I have to look at my watercolor brushes. I'm not sure I have one maybe I could use. Um, but I like some of these because they're brighter. So I might use those. I just dug through my drawer, and I think this is this is a Winsor Newton set. And again, I like some of these colors, and I think she used some black, I think, some dark. And of course, you do your own thing, so it's going to be your own thing. See, I have a big wash. I have a big wash brush, but that won't make it flat. I might see how this one works. This is like an all-purpose. That might work okay. So, all right, let me put these things that I can away. Now I've got a little water spritzer, so I'm going to spritz some of my paint. And I'm going to start. Now, another girl that I follow, and she's called something unicorn, Dusty Unicorn, and she's got, I bought her little, she's got a little square like maybe a 6-inch square journal with watercolor paper in it. And she always says, so either let it dry or make it dry. So she uses her heat tool because she's recording. But it's a cute little phrase, and she says it over and over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with I don't want my colors to get muddy or to bleed too much. So I'm going to start with my colors, one color at a time. I'm going to dry it and then go to my next color. So I think I'm going to start with this bright yellow. And I just have one of these little Timmy misters. You know, either empty them out, and I'm just going to spray my colors. Now these are kind of messy because I'm a messy Bessie. Look, messy Bessie. Now, the one good thing about the Super Doodle Girl and using her, look how bright that is, using her little paint tray, her little paint palette, is that she had plenty of room to get in there and get the paint. Where, you know, this is not the case here because I've just got this little square. And of course, everything I have here is like dirty, and I want to try to get just that yellow. Whoa, baby. And hers was mostly solid, which I get. But there again, you know, I can do my own thing, right? I can do what I want. Make them all different. This is where it's a test of your creativity and what you end up liking and you don't like. And then she painted different shapes. I mean, I don't want to totally mimic her. I just want to be inspired by what she does. And really have the courage to do my own thing. Because, like, I look at other people, like Mary, you know, and she does her drawings or her sketches. She draws very different than me. Um, but I love her work, and I wish I could do that. That inspires me. But I can't be her. You know, I can't do her. I'm not in her head. I don't have her talent. Um, I'm very tight when it comes to drawing and painting. So this is good for me to try to loosen up a little bit because I'm real tight. I don't know how else to explain it. Like I'm not like free form, you know. I like to have the lines and I don't know. I don't know if that explains it, but it's just different. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to use my heat tool so I can dry this crazy yellow. And of course, watercolor dries very quickly. Not on the tape. Thanks, Kel. But sometimes I would like to break out. But like, if you know who I mean when I say Juliet Crane, like her paintings and those girls' faces that she does, and the eyes are far apart, and the colors she uses are weird, but they're so magnificent when she's finished, and they're just so different to me and to a lot of people. She's quite popular and talented, you know. But like I said before, you know, always look at something that you've done the next day or from across the street and it looks a lot better. All right, so I want to get maybe an orange. I want to try to stay bright. but maybe not that kind of bright. Might add some more of that later. Here's a nice orange. Let's use this Derwent. This is Derwent Inktense, so they're not really watercolor. They look like, what did I do with my spritzy? Oh, here it is. They look like watercolor, but once they dry. Yes, Peggy, I don't like, yes, exactly. And I do love to color, but not outside the lines. All right, so let me see if I can. I should have cleaned this up. I do have a, let's see how it goes on the, oh, I didn't do, you know what, let me just do this real quick. And I can use this as like a little tester. Right? Oh yeah, that's a good color. That's good. I love it. I keep stretching in front of you. It looks better over here than it looks here. Yeah. And if you can keep your watercolor brushes separate from your what you use for your acrylic brushes, I think that's recommended, right? Candy would know that. She's our resident artist, trained artist. So I've got a big separation there. Yeah, I'm still thinking so much. I'm still thinking. But this is why it's fun to sit at your own space, do your own thing. Nobody's watching. And you can sit here for as long or as little as you want and not have to think about it. And once you're doing it for a little while, you kind of get into a groove, right? So I'm going to use this brighter green here from my, oh, I didn't do the orange on the other ones here. Oh yeah, I'm loving that green. Woo! I'm a green face, so for sure. I'm a green face. I didn't dry it. See, and I got muddy. Whoop, 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 whoop. Rewind. Rewind. That's what I guess is great about that, like Shannon Green exercise that she made popular. What, JB5 or something like that, where you don't have time to think about it. You just gotta go. You just gotta go. It's still, well, it's gonna move some, I guess, right? I'm not getting that bright green I want. I think it took her longer too, but her video was sped up. Now, I almost just put that in my tea. Uh-oh, where's my, I got to do a bulldog clip here. Like Kel says, see if I can do it. No, that one's too fat. I put the other ones away. I almost put my brush in my tea, Kel. I forgot to bring there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now, it doesn't really look like much until you start doing the doodling, I don't think. I'm switching to the skinnier brush. All right, let's see. I wanted, oh, where's that blue I like? That was Walter Diggy. Who's Walter Diggy? Let's spritz it, please. Spritz. I have to spend a little bit of time going through all my little trays here. Oh yeah, that's a nice. Oh, that's a nice. Let's do a circle. And cleaning up all my little, they're mixing trays. They're mixies for reasons. We should make her use a 2-inch brush. I'm not painting walls. I like that little swirly gig. You're getting your new place and get subtle, Candy. I got to get you to come on with me and show us what you like to do. I love to see you paint. I love it. Okay, I'm liking that blue. It's not real true blue, it's more of a tealy, and I could add a regular blue. The other thing is to make sure, like, hey, Ange, good morning. I'll have to go back and make sure I open up all my little pans and let my paint dry so I don't get moldy. All right, so now let me try this again. Let it dry or make it dry. If you feel like fussing around with watercolor, really, I gotta find her name. I'll put her in my Dusty. No, it's not Dusty Unicorn. It's I watched her a lot. I don't have my picture. But she takes you through step by step, and she shows you little exercises and how you can make these really cute little pages in your watercolor journal. Okay, see it now. My brain's taking over, and I'm thinking again. I'm gonna grab some purple. Yes, yes, please. Oh, look, I went into a wrong color. Oops. Oh, that blue's really nice. Look at that blue. I'm mixing a blue and a purple. Not seeing too much. Look at my brush is just coming apart here. Well, the brush isn't, but the outer extremities. You could even set something up like this or do a couple of pages like in a book like this, and then have it at your, where you sit and watch TV or relax, and then you could just doodle. How's that for an idea? How's that for an idea? Okay, so what is it missing? What other colors should I try to think about adding here? I've got some of that hot pink. Got to get some hot pink on there. I see purple mushroom with a green stem. Right there? Mushroom, purple, with a green stem. All right, now I want to test this. Oh, I should dry this too. I want to test this hot pink. I forget what's in it. Okay, so now I did do a little video of Happy Meal I got from Jacqueline. So if you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out. And I have planned to do another one. I need to do another one because I purchased some stuff from Southpaw Studios. That's Kim. And I think she'll be selling again sometime soon, maybe. Her and Lisa Jameson. Oh, that's a nice pink. Don't you just love this kind of pink and green together? But I purchased like, okay, so I need another bag of fabric scraps. Like I need a third, like, well, I won't say what I'm thinking, like a hole in a head, okay? But what this girl sent me is unbelievable. And she probably has more. You could probably contact her. I mean, it's very, very reasonable. I know we don't really need a lot of stuff, but like sometimes, your scraps are different than my scraps, right? You got to see these scraps she sent me. So I think I like that hot pink. So let's put some of that in there. Okay, so that's that guy right there. I'm going to juice it up a little bit. Candy, did you have a good holiday? I've been thinking about you. Okay, so I'm kind of getting squared out here. Let's do like a half circle. So, whoops, as most of you know, Kellyanne was here to visit, and she messaged me, what, yesterday, Kel, and said, I miss Ron's cooking. And I said to her, yeah, so do I, because I've been cooking my own meals since I've been on this program. I cannot tell you how much I hate to cook. I got to cook today. I got out some fish. I need to get some fish cooked. I had some chicken salad, which, don't think it's good. It's not good. This chicken salad is not good. I'm using, all stuff that's better for you. And it's just, I'm sorry, it's not really good. It's not really good. It's not really good. Very nice. Thank you. Two more to go. Yom Kippur, which is our Day of Atonement, and Sukkot, I'm probably not saying that right, is the festival of the harvest. Oh, I hope you don't have to do too much work for all that, Candy. Holidays are exhausting. And put a pink stripe in there. All right, now I want you to start be thinking about some doodles. Like I want to do some lines. She did lines. I love lines. And I love to make the little white and black checks. I like that kind of a thing. Like so far, this looks pretty yucky. But once I pull this tape off, I think it's going to go wah and pop. All right. So should I add any other watercolor? Excuse me, watercolor. And I'm going to keep out, I think, the black. This is I've got a really dark purple there. Let's see. Let's sit that guy up there on Kim's stuff. Let me have a little sip of my tea. Now these are kind of fun, but I got the bullet tips, so these are really big. So I'm not sure about them. And I have my Sharpie pen, which I'm hoping, might work on top of some of this stuff. Sorry, got the frog in my throat going here. All right, so I'm going to take my Sharpie marker and I'm going to start with some of these lines. I'm going to go like that. Now I think I'm going to need, okay, so that's black. I'm going to make this black. I'm going to make this black this way. And then I can make black on the corner here. Okay, so we're starting. Now that's all dry. Okay. So if you have any ideas as far as doodles, shout them out in chat. Put them in caps for me, and I will incorporate them as best I can. Looks like an arrow. Might need some things down that end. I'm going to put a circle inside of this circle. I'm going to outline this mushroom that Kel saw. This will look better tomorrow. There's one more after that one too. Oh, girl. That's how I got in trouble. I don't like the cooking, I just like the eating. Whew, some white in there would look nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so I'm just getting striped out here. Nobody has any ideas. Nobody has any ideas for me. That's sad. Oh, neurographic art. Yeah, I can't even think about that, Peggy. I don't really even know what that is. I should know. Yeah, digit candy. Yeah. So every time I turn around, now my husband's involved with these Bible studies and working over at the church, and he's taking desserts, and oh my gosh, the smell of cooking stuff here. And right now, my diet is very limited. So Gail says neurographic art is a therapeutic art form that uses free-form drawing to connect the subconscious and conscious mind. Well, if you have to use your mind, yeah, see, that's difficult for me. Free form is also difficult for me. As you can see, difficult. I like to start with black and end with black. Draw an intuitive line, scribble or doodle, smooth out the edges where lines intersect, thicken the lines to get rid of harsh edges. Oh, I'm not following directions. Angie said, I couldn't call her for 4 days. It just about killed me. She's a sister to me. I talked to her 2 times yesterday. Aw. Mm, that kind of looks like an eyeball there to me. I don't like this. Let's put some little, that could be an eyeball there. I wanted to get this here better. When does doodling stop being doodling and become drawing? That's what. Lori, I would tell you what is on the menu, but you're on your and what we're having. Oh, tell me anyway, Ange. It makes my day. And this is only, I'm only gotta go till the beginning of November. And then I mean, I have to eat differently going forward, of course. I'm not saying that, but um, I'll be able to add some other things that right now I can't add because I'm trying to clean my gut. I do t this morning, I got up and didn't use my walker, so that was a first. I can turn one of the doodles on the left into a rose. Right, okay, Kel. I'm not seeing how I can do that. This looks like a rose here to me. Oh, I know, I could do this is the kind of rose that Tamara Laporte does. She does like a little triangle thingy, and then she just does these little things like this, and this gets bigger as you go, and you kind of overlap like that. Homemade chicken and dumplings, mashed potatoes, and stovetop. Oh my lord, is there no protein, Ange? Yes, I'm getting rid of inflammation. So that's cool. My son and I'm going to tell you this because this made me feel really good. My son and his fiance stopped in yesterday, and hadn't seen them for a little while. I'm going to use a thinner marker. Let me use my Sharpie here because I'm thinking I want to go around this and just make little like hashtag marks here. And because I don't see a difference, and of course my husband doesn't see a difference. Um, but they both said that I look noticeably thinner, which is good. And then they felt I was moving better than I normally move. So that was encouraging for me. I think today I'm like day 56 or something. No protein and carb coma. Girl, you are going to sleep good this afternoon for your nap. Woohoo! It did feel good, Peggy. I got to say, it did really feel good. All right, so this one here, I'm going to go kind of like at an angle. I'm going to make more of these. I love these. I'm going to fill some of this in with white. Let's put a little dot on the bottom of those. Boy, that one's really looking busy, huh? I'm so busy. Let's see. Maybe I can make some. Oh, that looks like a Domino's or something. I don't care for that now that I did it. That looks better. Yeah, right. No mac and cheese. What's that about? No mac and cheese. She did color some stuff in. Where are your samples of Zentangled doodles? Oh my goodness, Kel. I cannot remember the names of those. I don't know if I have them here. Wait a minute, I've got my washi tape. I think they're out by my comfy chair in my other box. Let me see if I can get one of these white marking pens to work. I knocked over my chocolate protein shake the other day. I had it to the right of me, and this elbow here went knock. Of course, it wasn't shut. All over my beautifully stained carpet. My husband's so patient with me. I really did get a good feller. Okay, let's see. This is probably not primed. Sometimes if I dip it in a little water, it'll get going. Hey, Joyce, good morning. Nice to see you. Oh, we're getting some nice, I'm getting some little dots there. Oh, wait a minute. Where do you see this? Maybe I might need a couple coats. Oh, that's not too bad. Mom said to tell y'all best way to cut your dumplings. Oh, your dumplings is what, yeah. My husband does that, Ange. And pastry strips, if you're doing that on top of a pie. Kel's cousin Brian is also a wonderful guy. He takes care of Kel's cat when she's out and about. He takes good care of her. And Kel was saying she had made her cousin some Chinese pie as a thank you. And I didn't know what Chinese pie was. Does anybody have a guess what Chinese pie is? If my sisters were here and I gave you a hint, they would know. If I said my birthday dinner. No clue? Oh, I love matzo balls. I haven't had that in a long time. Matzo ball soup. Woo! I just do the box kind. Egg custard. Oh my gosh, I love egg custard. But no, it's not egg custard. Kel's family called shepherd's pie, Chinese pie. She makes hers with corn. We just do ground beef and gravy with mashed potatoes on top. Oh my gosh, I love mashed potatoes. But they're an inflammatory. Look, now I ruined this. Well, not ruined. It doesn't look as good. Okay, so now maybe let's color this in. See, that pops. It could be a little brighter. Oh, really? Oh, I bet you that's good. I was looking for egg custard when Kel and I were out in Lancaster. I was hoping they had a sugar-free one. I could make my own now that I'm becoming such a gourmet chef. Oh, me too, Gil. Okay, y'all, you're making me hungry. Yeah, I haven't eaten anything yet today. Okay, we'll stop talking about food. We'll talk about paint. This little paint pen's marker's not working too bad. Fly Max. I think this might have been the one. Oh no, maybe this was the one. There's one that Janet Young recommended that she said she felt worked pretty good. And I bought some Zig white pens, but I don't know where I put those. See, I don't use them often enough. I use them hit or miss, and that part of my problem is, and the tips dry out, and then I can't get them juiced up. It's called Petit Chinois, which in French is Chinese pie. Oh, Chinois, she's pulling that French stuff on me again. I love when she speaks French. Okay, this guy would be, the point of this one is really nice. It'd be really nice if I could get it really going. I like these Sharpie markers. I think I have them on my Amazon, but I would really like them if they come in brush and bullet, unless they came up with something additional. I would really like it if they were thinner. Okay, so let's do a green heart there. I can outline that. Let's try some of this Lello. You need some tea, okay. Oh, really? The Sharpie ones are double-ended? I didn't think they had double-ended. That's cool. I have a lot of Tombos. They would be nice, but they're watercolor, so I'm not sure. This still looks wet here, doesn't it? I guess it's just the way that it dried. But where's that? And these, I think they don't have a little bally thing in it, which, that doesn't help. You can't get the paint to mix up if it doesn't have a little bally thing. I think I might take a little stroll and go get my, what Kel was talking about, my Zentangle cards. Kel did a series. You could go back and watch her replays where she was showing us how to do different Zentangle. What do you call them, Kel? Zentangle. I guess just that, Zentangles, different Zentangles. I was thinking like different strokes, Zentangle strokes, but I think it's just the actual Zentangle. The white and the black here, really. I love that. Another, just a Zentangle. Thanks, Kel. Last week we did a couple of giveaways. They've been mailed. Just an update. Oh my goodness. And then I remember, oh, there it goes. And then I remember Aunt Beck saying one time, don't keep pumping it. You then you just put air in it, and that doesn't do any good either. Um, and then sometimes I mash down too hard too. Instead of, if you use a lighter stroke, the ink flows out of the marker a little better. This is looking kind of scratchy. See, it'd be so much easier to just start stamping things on there. Cal, can you put your, I know you can. Would you kindly put in your channel? Okay, so the other night I popped into Mary's. I'm a mod there, and I'm not a good mod because I'm usually no problem, Ange. Um, I'm usually coloring or doing something else. I do try to watch and answer questions, but I generally have my phone sitting, open so I can listen with an earbud because Hubs has the TV on, and I'm usually coloring or doing something. So that's what I had. I had my legs are up in my comfy chair. I've got a coloring book folded in half, coloring, and I've got my thanks, Cal, and I've got my book of pencils, sitting over to my left, and I've got my phone plugged in, charging, face up, listening to Murray. Of course, it's a touch screen. I have no idea what I did. I looked up to catch up and see what was going on in chat, and I had removed a comment that Kitty Jen had made. No idea. No idea. So then I'm frantic trying to figure out, oh my gosh, did I block her? Is she gone? Is she timed out? How do I get her comment back? Oh, what a goofball. Okay, let me go get I'm pretty sure I know right where they are. I'll be back in, well, maybe 3 shakes. Don't shake fast, just shake slow. I'm moving better, but I'm not ready for a race. Oh, they're not there. I don't know. All my color, I use those little cards on a ring. But look what I did find. I found that. Of course, I didn't find her name. I have these little cards. You can get them at, well, you can get them on Amazon, but you can get them on in Walmart, and they're hooked by a ring. And I have all my. This is the little book that unicorn gal sells. Here we go. Rebel Unicorn. All right. Good for her. But you can get these on Amazon as well. I don't know. I might have it in my shop. But see, she will do different exercises like this and help you move color. This was a different gal. Oh, here's some kind of, oh yeah, dots and lines. I love those. But see, isn't this a cute size too? Laura, I was like that yesterday on my Pinterest and things keep popping up. Validation error. I tried everything to get it to go away. Even text Verizon called Candy and did what she said, and it's still popping up. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I like the small size too. It's not as intimidating, and she's got a nice wide band down here. So this is a 5x5. Adorable. But if you have watercolor paper and a paper cutter or a pair of scissors, you can make your own, fold it, make your signatures. Okay, so I couldn't find my Zen things. They're probably hanging on one of my carts, but I don't see it there either. Oh, someday she'll get her act together and hope we're not all dead. Okay. I'm sorry, Ange, I'm not following. The link is lesson 7, Kel says. Bottom link is my channel. Cool. Thanks, baby. Ange, I'm sorry, honey. I'm not following what's popping up. A validation error, huh? Okay, so I had an idea of what I was going to put on here next, and now I've forgotten. Did I try this yellow? Let me try that. Yeah, over here. This needs another coat, methinks. Oh, a line and a dash. Love that. I think the set of I bought of these didn't have black. I wish I had the black and white of this, but I don't know that they sell them separate. I think you got to buy the whole kit and caboodle. Where's that purple? Let's do a line and a dot, a line and a dot, and a line. I love that. So I just want to fill in as much as I can fill in. Oh, that yellow is still a bit wet. Oh, I wanted to go around this. A line and a dot. Doot, doot. And then do opposite. Oh, maybe it was a Pinterest problem? Yeah, well, that's always a possibility, right? Okay. So I like to save some of these reels. Some of them are recipes. Some of them are art stuff like this. And I like to save them so I can either send them, because when I'm looking at them, it's like usually in the middle of the night, which I'm not supposed to be up then. I'm supposed to be sleeping. But I'm mostly a night owl. Oh, come on. And I'm going to twirl this, okay? I'm twirling. Kelly, you're so cute that you think I would understand what you're telling me. A long, soft, curved line with a small curl. Oh, yeah, I think I do know what you mean. Hold on, Kel. I wanted to put a white line in here, but it's not cooperating. And most of these I store this way, so the paint is going down. I wonder if let's see if I can get this here Posky to work. Posky. Um, all right, so Kel's saying a soft curved line with a curly Q at the end. I think that's what you mean. A curve, a small curl at the end. I think that's what you mean. And then you just keep repeating it. So I'm going to do that here. Yes, 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 she says. I'm cooking with gas. Here we go. I'm going to go this way. That's not a good one. This is very thick. Got to make that open a little more so I can get the curl in here. Then do one cross over the opposite direction. Makes like a heart. I don't think I left enough space. I don't like that so much. I like that. I like that. Let's do this. It looks like a like a shark bite. These girls that do these videos where they do this stuff, oh my gosh, they make it look so freaking easy. Do they not? Yes, they do. All right, where's one of my, okay, let me get, where's that dark purple? Oh, that was this one. All right, let me use one of these. Some of you may have this kind of a little gizmo. This is not the best. Look, I got some wild hairs here. We'll take care of that. Haircut. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze this to get some of that water down into that brush. Now this is a thicker one. I have all sizes. You can get them in all sizes. And I just saw a spot I wanted to paint in, and I've lost it. Boop, 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 boop. Here. Oh, maybe I don't want the purple because, well, this is kind of a red purple. Let's do this one. Oh, that's lovely. That's almost the color of my hair right there, girls. Can you see that? That's almost the color of my hair. Isn't that yummy? I haven't told my daughter yet. Can't wait till she finds out. She already thinks I'm a little crazy. A little crazy. Purple is good. I wish it were purple. It's more like a fuchsia, quite frankly. Frankly, my darling. Okay. I'm looking for other places I can. Oh, that looks good. That will look good colored in. Now, something like this, I think, will look really cute. Muted in a muted colors, like the um, Art Deco colors. Kurtaki. They're just so yummy. Lori, what did your hubby say when? Oh, he's pleaded the fifth, Gail. He's not saying anything. I think while we were in progress, he may have said something like, "You're crazy," which, we know, which we all know. I asked him if he would be embarrassed to go to church. He is a smart man. I asked him if he would be embarrassed to take me to church, and he said no. So I guess we're good. Oh, I really want this white to really flow, and it's not coming out. Oh, poo. I guess if I pull oh, see, the whole thing just came out. Okay. See, this whole thing can pull out. If I pull it out and soak that, I think there's just dried paint in there. That's why it doesn't flow out very well. But see, this would look nice with white right under here. I don't think I have a white Posca that works either. Soak it in alcohol? Oh, okay. That's a great idea. That's a good tip. Thanks, Candy. I'll do that. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Oh, so I'm on about an hour and a half. I'm going to do a couple other things, but my brain is not working for ideas. Hold on, let me get I have all different, let's see, let me grab some of these and see what's working and what's not. Peggy, you're a sick woman. Peggy says, I can't wait for holiday family photos. Your hair will be the brightest part. I have a haircut scheduled for November. I don't know. If I'm a lot thinner by November, I might really do something funky because it would have really looked great with the hot pink. Okay, let's see if any of these work. You're crafting? Okay, Ange, that's always good. Let's see. See, these are some Tombos. I don't know if these, I wonder if this one would work. I mean, I think it would work. I think that one's near dried out. Dried out. Oh, you do? I hate when that happens. When you're not happy with what you did. I mean, I like the color. I really do. I like the color. I'm still not crazy about the cut, I don't think. I think it's a little short, but did you ever see this girl on Instagram? She's a hairstylist. She's very thin and attractive. She usually wears like um, filtered, um, like yellow glasses, or they have a blue tint or a light purple tint. She's got a lip ring. She's got tattoos. She speaks in a different language. I have no idea what her name is. She's a beautiful girl. And then her clients, like sometimes her clients come sit in her chair and they're like, okay, they're just dodgy looking. All right. They look like their face hasn't been scrubbed in months. Their hair is wah, you know, and she's got, oh, there's Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Good morning. She has this like rainbow colored hairdresser cape, you know, that they put on you. And she pulls it up over their face. And then the reveal is she drops it down and you can see what she did on the client. Well, they've got their makeup done, but their hairstyle is usually very dramatic and gorgeous. You know, I mean, this, no matter how you think you look, this chick could make you look like a movie star. I mean, she's just very, very talented. She looks very sweet-spirited, and, there was a young person on there with really dark hair, and she shaved up the hair really close and over the ears. She left the top kinda long, but in the front of it, she did like a bright blue. Oh my gosh, it was stunning. It just looks so fantastic. If you'd like to know who I mean, message me and I'll find her on Instagram and give you her so you can follow her. She's really good. And some of these people, I mean, they're like in tears crying because they look so terrific when they're done. Okay, not crazy about doing that. All right, what's Deb saying? She says, great. She's been working on t-shirt designs for Christmas all weekend. Cool. Oh, this is a hot pink. Let's see if this one works. Bingo, bingo, bingo. If I take my time and do these, they look better. I always like when I overlap stuff, but I always forget to overlap it. Does that make sense? No, it makes you sound like a fool. All right, some of these aren't too bad. These are Moxic. I don't know if I got these in a thrift shop or probably on clearance somewhere. I do love my clearance. So if you're a card maker, this may seem really weird to you, but see, you could pull these off and cut this and have this be the center of your card and then put a little sentiment on there, right? I think that would look cool. Let's see, what other colors do I have here? Green. It doesn't really stand out much. Just put little hearts in there. Very subtle. Or you could send a card, make it even, take it one step further, make these into ACTs, and then just make a little belly band or a pocket, and you can slip that in, and whoever you send it to, the Happy Mail, they could take that ACT out and use it. You know, look, I made my desk even messier, if that's at all possible. This one, I think, is a little, yeah, see, this one's got a different tip. Can you see? This is a metal tip. Can you see that? where these other ones, this one, is like a regular paint pen one. And this one, I think they mostly have like a metallic. It's yellow, but it's got a metallic look to it. Can you see that? Isn't that weird? Marks on anything, water-based. This is a fine tip. All right, so let's go here where it's dark. Whoa. That looks cool, huh? Nice. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So I have these in a couple different colors. Don't ask me. They all came in a, had these for years. What the, oh, here it is. They're not all the same. Oh, here's a pink one. Let's see. That one's a little scratchier. Let's see. I've got all the, oh, you know what? Let's do, I don't know. That might take a little longer to dry. Hey, they're nice. Maybe I found out a use for these babies. There weren't as many. I keep losing my lid. I keep flipping the lid. All right, let's see what this one is. This is a brown. Oh, see, this one's got a shaky ball in it. I can feel the shaky ball in there. This is a regular. That's a nice dark brown. Okay. All right, so what else do we got? Now look at this. I got these in with, now why? Okay, you may ask yourself. I'm asking myself the same question. Look, that's not even open. I'm asking myself the same question. What the heck are two finished dowels doing in my marker tin? No idea. You know, say what you will about me, but I'm fun. This is a lot of times these gold ones are just a disappointment to me. They're not really very nice. Okay, this is a distress marker. I forgot I had those. Light green. Oh, here we go. Here's a, it's one of those that has the silver. It's got green in the background and then silver. See now, see, I'm starting to loosen up a little bit. Deb, are you designing the shirts for personal use for your family? Are you going to sell them? Are you working with a company? I'm just being nosy. And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm just curious. Curious. This is a regular. Doesn't really tell you the colors. This is like a peachy kind of a. Oh, wait a minute. This one looks sparkly. Let's see what this one is. Another pink. I should have kept my. Oh, this is just regular. Wish I had I think that one needs to be soaked. Let's see. Let's get one of those metallic ones and see if I can get. Where's that yellow? Maybe I can get inside this flower. Wait a minute. Where's my? Oh, I left it in here. Let me throw some of these back in this tin. guess nobody was. No, listing print on demand designs and my Etsy. Oh, 32 adult, 5 youth, and 2 onesie Christmas this weekend. Now back to artist series I'm designing. Cool. Peggy, could you find Debbie's Etsy shop? Maybe drop it in. You're usually pretty quick. Or Gail, I don't know if Gail's here, if she had to go. There's Gail. That white pen seems to be working well. Let's see. All right, I want to try to get inside of this rose. You're here. What list? I was just looking for Debbie's Etsy shop that we could put in. If anybody wants to check out what she's got going on there. Or any of the replayers. Hey, this is going okay. You need the name. Okay, Debbie, is it Debbie Epps? Is that your Etsy shop name? She'll get us in a minute. Too hard to find by her name. Oh, maybe. I'm working on t-shirt for jelly printing, watercolor, mixed media, a slow stitch. Hey, that looks okay. Well, I started this swirly thing over here. I'm trying to hug that close. Ooh, ooh. You don't see it? Okay, thanks for checking, Peggy. I have a hard time with Etsy. To me, Etsy is very difficult to navigate. Okay. Let's put something dark down here, down there. Now that I have everything put away. Just going to go black. Oh, there she is. She wrote it in. Shop Debbie Epps. Thank you. All right. Line, dot, line, dot, line. And then I'm going to make these little hearts. Line, line, and then a little heart, and a little heart. Okay, I need some more stuff over here. And this one's kind of lacking, right? This needs something here. Let's brighten that up. Where did I put my? I don't know what I did with my. I probably went in the tin. Let's see. So you see, you need some thicker black on the bottom left card. Okay, Candy. So you see, as I'm going along, It's getting a little easier for me. I'm loosening up a little bit and just doing whatever comes to mind. And I think that's the trick, and then it starts looking better. I'm dipping in a couple different colors here. I'm going to put some circles here, and then I'm going to go see if I can do something where Candy said. Don't you just love dots? I love dots. Okay, put circle eyes. Put circle eyes. What, here? Peggy? Where, with, oh, look, that was my marker, my watercolor marker. Didn't go so good, and I just hit it with the wet brush. That looks better. All right, so Candy says something dark over here. Peggy said I ordered a sample of the Christmas chicken and Santa Social Club last night. T-shirts are in Summer Suite Studio Apparel section. Gail said, oh, I love the T-shirt with the cat that says this is as merry as I get. I'll have to go have a look. Okay, so something over here. Black. Or let me try this. I'll put my fists in it. I really huddled that up. How did I do that? All right, if I spin my card this way, can you guys still see? Let's get this out of the way again. Sheesh. I'm thinking just just some squares. Okay, Lori, I've been in and out. No problem. Did you eat anything yet, Ange? Are you starting to feel that carb coma? Top left turns sideways, looks like a snail. Oh, yeah, it does. It does. This is what Kel's saying. Kind of looks like a snail. This you can't really see going over it. That kind, see, I did it anyway. See, I said I'm going to stay away from it, and I didn't. Tamara Laporte always does something that looks like a little butterfly wing, too. That really doesn't look like it, does it? Boy, I really got that thick. Oh, they kind of look like belly buttons. Now, if you take this off and you decide to cut them up or whatever you decide to do, you can still always add stuff, right? This doesn't have to be a done deal, especially if you're going to use it in a particular way. All right, anything gaping, anything you really think needs to be addressed? Wait a minute, I'm going to go this way. I think I need something here. Maybe one of these. I haven't done this. I've got two different kinds of leaves going on the same branch. Dun dun dun. Joyce is making a notepad holder with a pen holder. Oh, that sounds fun, Joyce, and very useful. It's a good idea. Are you using stuff from your stash, or did you get something to do that in, with intention? Yeah, I think the bright colors are fun. Let's see, what does it look like if I put dots around this guy? Oh, they're kind of fun. Where's that? I'm nervous about taking off my painter's tape. I'm going to hit it with the heat tool to make sure, hopefully make sure that it comes off without tearing my paper. Can't really see that. Well, I should use these more often. I'm liking this with the metallic. I feel like, okay, so Joyce is using her stash, but she did get a new paper pad she'll use. Oh, new paper pads. Where's my... It is. I want to use my Sharpie pen. I'm telling you, from across the street, these are really going to look good. Oh, I was thinking about spatters earlier, Peggy, before you guys got here. Shall we spatter? All right, what did I do with, I've lost my squeeze bottle of, I know this is shocking, lost my squeeze bottle of white paint. So I have this, but I don't think this will work. This is ink spray, and I don't think it'll spatter. Shall we do a test? Shall we do a test on this? Okay, this is where it all goes wrong. Hold, please. I've got that, but I could also, wait a minute, I'm trying not to hit the camera. Try not to hit the camera. All right, this is fine. Let's just see how it sprays. Might be clogged. Oh. So that's too heavy, right? Too heavy. Oh, what if I did it through a stencil? Okay, Gail, you enjoy your day. Have a great week. Thank you, Gail. Thanks for coming. All right, let's see. I got these from Thursday. Too heavy, not opaque enough to show. Yeah, I think you're right. Ooh, that spritz got pretty heavy. Whoa. See, that's what I say. When Tim sprays his stuff, it's like perfect. When I spray it, this is what I get. It's kind of cool, but I don't think for this. It's very thick and juicy. Spritzer? Ugh. I had alcohol or something in it. Whew. All right. Let's just get the big jar. And I'll put out a little. I don't want to put it on the lid because this is acrylic. So I can wipe off my. All right, let's see if I can get just a little bit. Left-handed, probably not. Oh, it's so thick. All right, capping that up. That's way too much. And I'm going to use my liner brush, which is right here, for a change. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. I put that in a bad spot. Well, let me, look, my sweater's getting a little big. Okay. We'll put it this way. And I've got some water. Normally I would get a brush that's got more hairs than this, but let's see how I make out with this. Where's that? I'm going to water it down quite a bit. This is folk art paint, which is really a lot thicker than some of your other paints. I need it to be a little more runny. Let me see if I can find a bigger liner. You don't want any of your brushes really sitting in your water because they bend, and if you forget them, but especially your liner brushes because there's just not that many hairs and they get real bendy. Real bendy. This one might be a little better. This is a number 2 or something, I think. And it is abused and bent, but I think it'll work for this. Okay, Peggy's heading to the craft room. I'm not sure I'm going to be here too much longer, but she should get there. Angie's hot. We have our air on. I sweat all the time. My husband's cold all the time. But he left the air on for me today. We got, I think I probably said this before. I'm sorry I repeat myself. We got a brand new air conditioning unit last year, and for some reason he thinks it needs a rust. Okay, maybe it's a man thing. Does that make sense to anyone here? The air conditioner, brand new unit, needs to take a rest. I want to give the air conditioner unit a rest. It makes no sense to me. Now, if he said, I want my wallet to take a rest, let it rest. Will croak. Yeah, I mean, this is a brand new one, you know? I'm trying to zhuzh this up a little bit to get these guys down here. I do love a spata. Now I'm going to have to dry this because when I take off the tape, I don't want to have any, problems. Now I've got that paint there that I don't want to waste. So I am going to take something that should be right here, easy for me to grab. Some kind of this will do, I guess. I just want to scrape it onto something so I don't waste it all. And you're going to go see Candy? Let me take one of these little cards. And then someday I'll open this up and say, oh, I don't remember doing that. Whoop. I probably could scrape a couple of those too. That would be fun, huh? Oh, now we really got it. Now we really got it going. But I haven't used a stamp or any mixed media, which that's saying something for me, because I usually get tempted. I mean, I really would like to stamp some words, but all right. So now let's clean this up, because little Messy Betsy here is gonna stick her fist in it. How we doing? It's almost 12. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Paper towel. Mondays I usually do cleanup of my space, because I don't know, if you don't stream, this may not make sense, but like it just seems like you get everything out. I don't know. All right, so heat tool on. These are little puddles of paint, of course. Get them to set up a little bit. And then I'm going to pull the tape. I don't have flashes anymore, Anne. I'm just joking. I think I knew that. Although it would be fun. Okay, take it back. Take it back. All right. Okay, now I'm going to keep my heat tool in this tape. Which way did she go? Which way did she go? I'm just not sure this is gonna lift without tearing my paper. And because I didn't do this in an art journal, I probably am gonna cut these up, but I don't know. Okay. Occu- occupational occupational hazard. Ay ay ay. There we go. Not worried so much about the back. And then when Dee Dee does her art cards or whatever, she paints the back black and then signs them, and that just really gives it a nice finish, I think. So that's something to think about as well if you're making some. Watch your fingers. Ah! Maybe I should put my other lighter. It's hard to do this. I need a third hand. Okay, he's got to go eat. Enjoy, and have a mouthful of mashed potatoes for me. It's a Murgatroyd. Oh, you already ate? You're not going anywhere? Oh, I thought you were going to go get some grub. I took out a piece of steelhead trout. I never thought I'd say I'd be eating that. Steelhead trout. They say it's tastes like salmon, which I guess it does a little, but it's milder. And I can eat salmon, but I can't say that I'm a fan. Like my girlfriend Joy, she loved it. She would have it anytime she could. And my sister Nancy loves it. She serves it to her family. But we eat tilapia for the most part if we're going to do fish. And my husband has to have it breaded. He doesn't eat it straight up. Now, I would have liked to have narrower tape, but this is what I pulled out first. So these might just be ATC size by the time I get I bent this all over so it wasn't sticking to everything. Hi, Dale. How are you? Happy Sunday. You're touching us right as we're winding down. If you feel a little tug, stop and put some heat on it, and hopefully that won't tear your paper. I think I might do another one of these in my big art journal. I just like the way it looks, but I do have narrower tape. But I used some narrow in that other book. But I think I even have a narrower. I bought a set of painter's tape, I think, on Amazon a couple of years ago. And it came all different sizes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, just a little bit there. So if you don't have this, you're doing pretty good. Great. Oh, okay, last one. I really like those neons. Look, I'm fighting to try to stay in frame. I'm not sure how, I guess it would still work with mixed media paper if that's all you have. I don't know if how well the painter's paper lifts off of it. Whew. All right, here we go. Not too bad. I like Super Doodle Girls better, personally, but um, maybe picking 3 colors and staying with 3 colors, I might like it a little better because I kind of went overboard with the different colors, but I do like the pops of the neon, if you can even call that a pop. I probably would not scrape paint on it again if I were to do over. Thanks, Peggy. But how close am I? So it's just about 2.5 by 4.5. So they're a little long for ATCs. I don't know if I have. Oh yeah, I have one here. Wait a minute. So I'll be able to trim these. You like all the colors? So thanks, Neil. So, not too bad. That's just the playing card, which is a good ATC size. So I think I'm going to chop them up. You can gesso just the back of the paper to prevent. Okay, thanks, Debbie. I was thinking black paint, but you think gesso would either work? Oh, that's true too. They would. The color would really pop. So you have options. Black paint works too. Cool. So you have options, different ways you can use it. So doing something like this kind of gets you maybe out of your comfort zone, helps you color outside the line, so to speak. Maybe use some colors that you're not used to using, or use some Zentangles or some squiggles that you're not used to using. Get out some of your markers, and then it doesn't have to be just an exercise to do an exercise. You could send some happy mail, cut them out, put them in a journal, use them as tuck spots, in a journal, send them in a greeting card. There are different things you can do. What's Peggy say? Fold it in half could make a cute tiny. Yes, very true. Another idea. We're full of ideas, us folks here, aren't we? We're all so clever. But great ideas. So, because I always have in the back of my head, my neighbor saying it to me, but if we do that, what will I do with it? Or how will I use it? Or what for? What do you use it for? So if you're one of those kinds of folks, where you like to have a purpose, you can use this. The one thing I did notice as I'm looking at them now, over here on this one, I didn't get any color on that edge. So I think I like having the color all the way to the edge. So once you take your tape off, you kind of see we're full of it already, for sure. All right, so that's it for me. I'm going to grab some lunch, and then I might fiddle around with this a little more. Like, where's my little? I keep moving stuff. Here we go. I'll close this one. I might fiddle a little more with the one I put in here. If I can get the page to fall down. See, this is a narrower tape. I found that after I taped up my big paper. And then your space in between, I think, especially in a journal, um, having the blocks closer together, I think looks magnificent, you know. So if you're watching the replay, if you haven't subscribed, I'd like to have you come aboard and follow us as we continue to journey on our little art life here. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate seeing you all so very much. Have the most exceptional Sunday that you can have. And I hope to see you again on Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern. And until then, don't forget, take time to be creative, enjoy the journey. And until next time, remember, I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.